Hey everybody, wow, women are wrestling. Unbelievable. Now in South Florida, we can catch them on late Sunday night, 1 a.m. on My33 TV, the CW. And when you're watching WOW, and by the way, it's from Vegas, which is really cool. It's right in the streets of Vegas, right in the casino area, Old Town. It's
Hmm.
Fremont Street. It's just a very cool aura, a very cool vibe. When you mention WOW, you gotta mention Miami Sweet Heat. This is amazing. They're five-time Wow. That's right. Five-time Booker T knows.
Five,
Five-time.
five time,
Five-time.
five time, five time,
Five-time.
five time,
Hey,
five
I'm going to tell you
time.
something. Lovely Laurie and Luscious Lindsey, the Carlson Twins. I'm going to tell you something. When LeBron James was talking about not one, not two, not three, not four, he was talking about Miami Sweet Heat, not the Miami Heat. He was talking Miami Sweet Heat.
That's right. You're five-time WOW Tag Team Champions of the world.
I think the
It's so
last
cool. I'm just so glad you guys are taking the time. We'll talk about a couple of things, but right off the bat, what has this ride been like? I mean, you guys plus Penelope Pink, plus the fabulous
Yeah.
Lana Star. It's just been such a
Yes.
great faction. We can say a villainous faction, but what a great faction! And what has it been? This ride been like for y'all?
Well, like Jim, I think our first interview was when we first started at WOW 4 years ago, and we were in the orange and teal, and that this journey now to becoming the five-time WOW Tag Team Champions has been just awesome. We've been able to us grow in the ring and become a better and better tag team. I mean, we're the greatest tag team in WOW, but it's been cool to watch WOW as well continue to grow every year and uh, even have a better product every year too.
And I feel like under the guidance of, Lana Star, we're so blessed to learn from. I mean, she has been with WOW for over 20 years. I mean, her knowledge has helped guide us to where we are now as well as a faction, a team. We've just become unstoppable over the years.
Yeah, she's a WOW legend, and I think she saw us when we immediately were signed at WOW, and she came and got us from the Miami beaches and said, "You guys are going to be stars. You're going to be one of the greatest tag teams that WOW has ever had." And she's continued to mentor and elevate us to that level to now our fifth championship title run.
So many ways I could go with this, so many directions, but I'll,
Yeah.
I'll start here.
Mhm.
One at five times. I'm curious, how much have you grown? You talk about improving from that first time you held the belts to now. I mean, this is like just something you guys are used to winning championships. But what has that been like from that first time to now?
I think every time we step in the ring, every time we win another championship, we're just continuing to elevate. And this last one was definitely meant a lot because, as you know, we had a little shakeup in the Fab Four. We had Holly Swag come in and she tried to manipulate us and tear us apart, tried to tear my sister and I apart. We had to wrestle each other, which was one of the most challenging matches.
We actually were mad at each other because she was saying lies that we said this, she said
this. And, it was great in that cage match when Penelope knocked the crap out of Holly Swag. And we realized right then that the Fab Four was together again and unstoppable. And so, yeah, it's been awesome to, continue to reign. And every title run, we just get better and better. We train weekly. We run a business full time. I mean, we're determined to be, we're the top team in WOW, and we want to be top tag team in the world.
And I feel like every season we've grown as a tag team and a faction, all of us.
It's interesting because you do have multiple careers. And I'm just wondering too, how do you just make what's good about WoW is it's all done at one time, which is nice. So you
Mhm.
have time to do other things.
Mm-hmm.
Is
It is.
that something that just works very well with your schedule? Hey, we like this the way they do this because there's other wrestling promotions. And by the way,
Yeah.
WoW is an all women's wrestling promotion. I didn't say that off the bat. I want to
Yeah.
say that with tremendous talent, tremendous women's wrestling.
Mhm.
You can go back to the days of Glow. I always look at Glow and the
Mhm.
TNA knockouts at real and Shimmer and Shine, some of these
Mhm.
groups that really and Stardom in Japan that helped elevate and really grow women's wrestling into not eye candy, but actual wrestling. And that is cool to see too. And I'm just wondering this the way WoW does their business, how does that fit for the schedule and what you all are doing?
So between our filming, my sister and I, we run our healthcare company, and that's a lot. And then we drive an hour and a half to train. We train with Matt Seidel currently. And we also have a ring in our backyard, Jim, that we, if we ever have a sister fight, we go back there and
I can take it to the ring.
we
Like,
take it to the ring back there.
Hit her on the body slam. But I do think the schedule makes it, we're able to balance life and everything. But we do want to wrestle more. We recently did a show in Georgia for the Good Brothers, and that was fun to get out in front of a live crowd.
And we defended our titles there, and everybody, and it was cool. All the fans were, like, we watch WOW, and they bought all our merchandise because and who doesn't want WOW merchandise? We have a WOW shop now. So
a WOW shop now, and
shop WOW.
It is the hardest part about taping that way is the multiple matches, at a time, and sometimes that gets tough, but it's great. We love being out in Vegas for a long time and getting to experience the nightlife with Lana Star.
I mean, we thrive in Vegas. We loved all the live fans there.
So far, Vegas has been our favorite setting with the lighting, the crowd was right up there. You could really feel their energy, and I think so far that's been our favorite setting where we've filmed.
It looks so good.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does look great. And just to have the crowd is really into it, but your crowds are usually into it. I'm wondering for you all. Now, you did mention the Good Brothers. What was it like working for them? Those two guys are great businessmen, but they're also, I mean, just great wrestlers and have great minds, and they like to have fun.
Yeah, it was awesome to be out there, and he actually invited us to their next show too. I believe it's in July. But as a tag team, they're one of our favorites, and they've just been in the business a long time, and just to ask them their questions and to learn from them, we just want to continue to grow. So awesome. They're brothers, and it was really fun to wrestle for their promotion.
Yeah, and our we want to continue to dominate WOW as well as continue to evolve and get out there. We have a goal to eventually get to Japan and just experience everything in life before we hang the boots up. We want to continue to get better, and I think you need to get out there and wrestle some of the best tag teams in the world.
I mean, David McLane, he's got to get some better competition for us. We beat all the best tag.
Now they're just Jim. They're just throwing tag teams together. I mean, Ashley Blaze and Tara Strike, they've never been a tag team. Like, they're gonna beat the 5-time WOW tag team champions. Like,
come on. And I mean, people just want to watch us. They don't want to watch them. And then they want to blame us on some locker room paint. Like, we have time to paint a locker room. But whoever did do that, they used the right wording. They're losers.
Losers is correct.
And they used the right color too.
I know. I props to whoever did that.
I mean, they did a great job, but it wasn't enough. We don't have time.
We don't have time to go to Home Depot.
We're not even worried about these two losers. Like, I have time for that.
So yeah, we just need some more competition, Jim. I'm telling you, it's getting rough.
I mean, you've beaten everybody. You're right. David McLane, the founder of all this. And then you have the great Jeanie Buss, executive producer from the Los Angeles Lakers, that is involved greatly in this. So two big names, and David does his commentary. But you're right. David's just just pulling this one over here, that one here. Let me put these two together. Who can stop Miami Heat? Can he just understand? Miami Sweet Heat cannot be stopped. I mean, come on.
Jim, I love you. You just get it. You just get it. We need to tell David the memo.
And it's like, it's hard, I think, for everybody else. We've been together since we came out of the womb. We've been a tag team for life. We've been a tag team. We've been wrestling 8 years together and grown. And I think it's hard to compete with family. And, we have a faction on top of that. Like, so we're,
even Penelope, we were talking about this before. We were friends with her at WXW. Our friendship stems way back. I mean, so our connection and bond with her is very strong as well.
We also trained with Alpha, so we at that time we all had the belts at WXW, so we go way back. So we have a strong bond as a faction, and I just think,
funny enough, Jim, we were in pink and black then too. It was like destiny.
It was.
I know. And here we are again.
Wow, Alpha with WXW, that was great. I love that. They did some shows down in South Florida too. It was really a lot of fun, and it's so interesting. I want to ask you about the twins part of it, the sister, but you mentioned something because Penelope Pink, she's the WOW champion. You all hold the tag team gold. You're champions. And you did mention that because you have Ashley Blaze and Tara Strike looking for your titles. And I know, listen, I know she's on the other side now, But think of Florida, Miami Sweet Heat, Penelope Pink. Who's Penelope Pink's next challenger? Santana Garrett. Another one from
Florida.
Florida. What does it say about the talent though in Florida?
Sandy Shores.
Sandy Shores is from Florida. I feel like Florida has a strong like wrestling base. There's a lot of really good schools here. And I feel like the wrestlers in Florida, and not from, we live and breathe wrestling out here in Florida. So I think that sets us apart. We love this, and I think you have to have a passion for it to really
Keep
going and continue in wrestling.
How do you both make it work as sisters? Because you've been together all along. Like you mentioned, you were tag team right at birth, basically. How do you guys make it work? And do you, like anybody, do you need some time apart?
Listen, like I said, Jim, we have that ring in the back. So if ever she's annoying me, we settle it back there. We'll take it to the back. Usually if we do fight, it's like 5 minutes. And then I'm like, so I'm sorry, because that's my best friend. I don't have any other friends besides the Fab Four. So we gotta work it out. Usually it's like she stole my clothes, but we don't really wear the same clothes either.
Just like a t-shirt. But
yeah.
Or
food.
But it is helpful having somebody, all the time to motivate you. Like if, I'm tired, don't want to train, she'll be like, nope, we got to go to training. We need to, so you always have that person motivating you. And I think that gives us the upper hand that way.
After a long day of work, Jim, it's hard to yourself say, hey, I want to go train. Once I get there, you're like ready to go, but it's hard to motivate yourself. And it's nice to have that person say, no, you want to get better. You want to be the top tag team and continue to get better. And we got to go train. And so it's nice to have that continued motivation for the gym too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's so cool. And just with you two and with Penelope Pink and with Lana Star, it's just, you've won championships. You 5 times for you all. Penelope's won multiple championships. Mm-hmm. How do you keep yourself motivated?
For me and Laurie are never. It's never. I know we're the best tag team out there. And wow, sorry, I didn't want. Go ahead, Laurie.
I think when you're at the top, people are going to keep gunning for you. Mm-hmm. So I always stay motivated to continue to get better, to continue to bring a higher level, so that every season when we come in there, it's like, no, we're unstoppable, because we have continued to get better, continued to grow outside, training, getting stronger. So I think everybody's gunning for you when you're at the top. So you got to keep training. You got to keep getting better, because like I said, we want to continue to grow, and it's not enough for us. We want to be the 10-time WOW tag team champs. Hey, next, I think the trios belts, we might as well take them all.
Well, I don't know. We might see it 5 though, Jim, because I don't think we're going to lose ever. I know we're not going to lose. So there you go. We'll be reigning this 5 time.
Here's what I'm saying. See, so what you have to do is you just retire the belts per se. You just say, okay, we beaten everybody until some other ones come in. We're going to be doing our other things and all here. Have a tournament, whatever. And then a year later, you fight for the titles, win them again and all. And then you're not going to lose them. Who's going to beat you? So you're like,
who's going to beat us?
Go find someone else here. Here are the titles. And all. You reach that 10. You reach that 10.
You need to talk to David. You get it. You get it.
All right. I have to ask this, because I want to ask this now. WOW official podcast. A new addition to the WOW programming lineup. Mm-hmm. So just tell us about this new podcast that you have going on.
Oh, actually interesting tonight. We are on live.
We're live 6 p.m. Eastern time. You can ask us your questions, anything you want to ask Miami Sweet Heat, we're on. I think the podcast is great for WOW superheroes. It's going to keep us, going, and
I think it gives the fans a time to interact live with our characters and ask them questions that they have for them as far as storylines and
recap episodes,
getting to know the characters even more.
And they keep up with WOW news, because WOW, any PR that we're doing, any other shows that WOW superheroes are doing, it keeps the fans updated where they can see us. So, and of course everyone wants to see us, right, Jim?
Of course they do.
Of course they do.
Totally, 110%. That's exactly right. When you have the champs, who else do you want to meet? Come on.
Exactly.
Penelope Pink. She's a champion.
Penelope Pink, yes.
Come on.
Yes. Come on.
All right, we'll wrap this up, and it's so cool. I just think where you guys started with WOW and where you're at right now and will continue to go. WOW is growing. You're growing. This is so cool to see. I'm curious. I did speak to David a little bit about this. The schedule from a business standpoint makes sense. But do you ever think we'll see a day where you guys will branch out? Well, WOW will branch out. So you're doing the tapings in Vegas and it's West Coast. But I'm just
Uh,
curious, do you ever think you might see WOW? Or what do you two think about
I
WOW doing something like that and branching out more?
I know I've heard Jeanie Buss and David talk about, the goal is to eventually be going live and hit different cities. And so I think as WOW continues to grow, I do think that's in the future. And I think it would give fans an opportunity from around the world to see us live. And you really can get, more people involved in the brand and, because there's nothing like a live wrestling show.
Yeah, I think that, Jim, that's the next step for WOW Superheroes. And, we're looking forward to continuing to grow with WOW and continuing to dominate as we do. We're the top of WOW Superheroes. And definitely live would, be awesome. And we would love to wrestle all the time.
And lastly, what have you all just learned from each other? Because you mentioned you all and Penelope Pink were with Alpha at WXW, and then you come into WOW, and it's like, hey, this is comfortable. We know each other, so that's got to help get things going and all. What things do you all learn from each other, even continuing this journey? Because listen, it's four of you. So you four have to share the spotlight. Yes, you could branch out when you have your matches. I understand that, but it's just like trying to share the spotlight and just navigating through that.
I think that we're all such big superstars and characters
That we all have our own light
and we all have our own light. We dominate the tag team division. Penelope dominates the singles championship, and we all elevate each other. Penelope's a great technical, in my opinion, one of the best wrestlers, and we learn from her. We learn from Lana Star. She's a great mentor, and if we have questions, she's always there to answer anything we need to, and she's helped us grow. And so I don't think there's ever that competition between any of us because we all know that we're superstars and that on our own.
And so together, we're just like a well-oiled machine at this point.
That's awesome, and that's the way you make a faction work. And you see that it resonates on TV. So I just want to thank both of you for doing this. WOW Women of Wrestling again. In South Florida, we could see them late Sunday night, 1 a.m. on the CW My33 TV. But you can catch WOW all over the place on just your social media channels, on YouTube, on just all different places. Also, ladies, there's also on Roku, there is a wrestling channel that has WOW 24/7 with TNA Wrestling. It's TNA Wrestling and WOW that you can check it out there as well. Many places you could see the WOW. The talent is really just top notch, which I think from the beginning of WOW back to the days of the early Glow days, the talent has just continued to elevate and all, which is really cool to see. So thank you both very much. They are the WOW Tag Team Champions, 5-time Tag Team Champions.
5-time. Booker T, 5-time, 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 5-time.
Luscious Lindsey, the Carlson Twins.
Thank you so much, Jim.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you again.